Hey y'all, it's Wendy Joe. I'm a roadie nutritionist here with Fuel and Roadie and the amazing Bart Crow from the Bart Crow brand. How you doing, Bart?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Doing really well, thanks.
Good.
It's a gorgeous day in Austin, Texas.
It is. Beautiful day.
It is. So the reason I'm here today is because, Bart, you have an upcoming surgery coming up. Tell me a little bit about that.
My L5 disc in my lower back is completely degenerated. Basically, it went from an airbag to it's flattened now. So I've dealt with this for about a decade, and it's gotten bad enough this year where it was causing some loss of range of movement and severe pain. I'm just tired of dealing with it. Found a great doctor out here in Austin, out in Westlake, named Dr. Scott Span. You should look him up. He's actually
Awesome.
a really good dude, and we're gonna go in there. He's gonna take it out and build me a new one.
And when's that happening?
November 27th.
Great.
And it's like in about a week and some change from right now.
Yeah, that's actually what, Monday?
Yeah, next Tuesday actually.
Next Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. So the great thing that I love about you is that we've talked a lot about juicing. You're a big fan of juicing.
Yes, love the juice.
Big fan of juicing, especially for musicians, because it's a great way to get a lot of the micronutrients that you need on the road. However, with Bart actually being home and actually having to have surgery, I don't want you to juice. And the reason is because you want to actually get the fiber. Oftentimes when people go through surgery, they have a harder time having food go through the system. Just that motion kind of stops. So I really want to actually work with you in just blending. And so if you're on a bus or if you're in a van, a lot of times it's easy to carry a blender and go on the road with a blender. And we can actually use fruit, which is the best fast food on the planet. And I got some things today that are functional stuff. And so we're going to talk about it as we go through it and why, specific to your surgery and your needs. Because again, it's really important to specify what's going on with a person and then be able to help create prevention and treatment with that.
Cool.
All right?
That'll work.
Okay, so because of surgery, I really wanted to add in some vitamin C. Now, most people think of what fruit with vitamin C?
Oranges, of course.
Oranges.
Yeah.
Ha. There's actually far more vitamin C in a kiwi.
Really?
Yes.
Well, and I learned something today.
Yes, you did. I'm always trying to challenge you. So go ahead and add in however much kiwi you'd like.
Really?
Yeah, go
Okay,
for it.
I like kiwi a lot. So.
Okay. Again, there's no need to actually have.
Sorry, everybody, I'm burning the house down.
There's no reason to actually have a recipe, so don't feel fearful that you actually have to be perfect on the amounts. The other thing that we talked about, movement. Berries are great, these are raspberries, are great for movement, meaning actually having fiber. So 1 cup of raspberries or blackberries has 8 grams of fiber.
Well, something else today.
So don't be just snacking on these all day long.
Don't?
No.
Well.
You may have some pain later on.
Well, my wife and I have a little turd head kid that's 2 months old, 21 months old, and she had a lot of raspberries when she was pregnant.
She was telling
so
me
that
that.
just explains his attitude.
Oh, that might be.
I'm joking. He's actually a pretty gnarly kid. So.
He is. Talks with butts.
Yep.
All right, so let's add in a little bit. I'm going to do a half a cup of raspberries.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a Justin Wilson half a cup.
Yeah, you know, kind of, yeah. It's the Wendy Joe half a cup.
I get it.
All right, now, here's another thing that I really love.
Okay.
This is pineapple. And with pineapple actually has an enzyme in it called papain.
Everybody knows that.
Yes, and do you know what this is actually good for?
Eating.
Eating. It's also good for mixing with drinks. Just kidding.
Yes.
Digestive enzymes. So
Right on.
actually with the ability to digest, and one of the big things that people have with surgery, they're challenged with digestion, and really they end up feeling like they're backed up and they're not having stuff go through their system.
Gotcha.
Papain, which is papaya, and bromelain, which is actually from pineapple. Those are the 2 enzymes found in fruits that I would always recommend people post-surgery.
Okay.
We actually call papaya poopaya.
Nice.
It'll create some movement.
Right
I
on.
know.
Movement is good, they say.
All right, it is. Okay, so this is baby kale and spinach.
Cool.
We're gonna greenify this.
Right on. I've learned a lot about kale since I got into the juicing thing, and it's amazing nutrients.
It is. It's the most nutrient-dense green that you can actually have.
That's what, and with its popularity all of a sudden, there's been people since in my group of friends, kind of the only one that's really embraced the juicing. And I've been asked more than once, what's the big deal with kale? And yeah, I learned that it just has so much punch and so much pack.
Punch.
Pack so much punch.
It does. And so really just getting a good handful, adding that in there, big. Yep, big old handful. Okay. Stuff that in there. You won't be able to taste this.
Wow. You know what? It's funny we're doing this because at a place I go here in town, I get that's a very green, heavy juice.
Oh yes, soup peddler.
Yes, and but they'll add pineapple juice to it.
Ooh, and
cuts the green.
Yes.
And then it gives it, of course, the pineapple flavor, and then all the nutrients that you said.
Yeah.
That I just learned, so I've just been as healthy as anything.
You are. You're getting ready for it. There's some other, behaviors that come with being on the road that we've talked about. So
absolutely.
So 2 more things that I really want to add. So I have a drink called Good Belly Drink. Now, we talked a lot about probiotics.
Right.
And probiotics are really good for gut health. They help with when I'm working with musicians, I talk a lot about depression because depression comes along the lines with being amazing songwriters. Well, sometimes that emotionalness can actually be healed and improved with actually probiotics because you actually have more neurotransmitters in your gut than you do in your brain.
Well, I must have a bunch then.
So,
I'm a neurotransmitting machine.
I've also chosen for Bart because post-surgery I try to stay away from dairy. And so we've actually got a fruit-based drink. This is mango, kind of keeping with the tropical line. And I'm just gonna add a little bit because we can add in a little bit more later. And about a cup is good each day. The last thing I'm gonna add is called MSM. And because it actually has to do with joints, and as Bart mentioned, he actually has some injuries with the joints basically in his discs in his back. So I really wanna help improve that health. Cool. So we're just gonna do a little scoop of that.
Just 1 scoop.
Just 1 scoop a day for you, yes. So if you wouldn't mind, Maestro, blend that puppy.
Da, da, da.
Yes.
Here we go.
Awesome.
You tell me when, we do this all day.
Wait until it gets a little green. I think that looks good.
Cool.
All right, and we just so happen to have this amazing wine glass. So I'd like you.
Man, whoever bought these for their wife for Christmas must be awesome.
Must be a really good husband. All right, I'm going to highlight the color. And Bart, you describe to me what you're actually tasting in that.
Okay. First of all, I can smell the raspberries.
Yay!
It's a combination of the kiwi and raspberries, so
Good.
that's exciting. Honestly, you can taste all the fruit. You can taste the pineapple and the mango, the kiwi and the raspberries. It's like a really good wine when you can close your eyes and taste it and you can taste all the different ingredients.
Now y'all know why I asked Bart to be on with me.
Because I drink a lot?
No,
this is really,
because
really good.
we toast wine.
I promise this is really good. And as much as we do with our juicer and our blender, I've never thought to just do this. I've only done like protein shakes and nice cream and things like that.
Yeah,
this is very good.
Good, and for people who really want it sweet, before you add sugar or honey, just think about a banana because a small banana is a great way just to add a pop of sweet. And again, any fruit and any vegetable combination pretty much can work. I've done this with grated carrots. I've actually even just added whole stalks of Swiss chard. But for the musician on the road, a box of spinach can go a long way, which is great. Kale and spinach, easy again, fast food really.
And a lot of gas stations do have bananas.
They do. And apples can be blended up too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you and I have had countless conversations of the struggle of in a van, primarily band that tours all over the United States. And most of our gigs are, 4 and 5 hours in between.
Right.
We don't have time to go get home cooked meals or sit down meals, and it's quick. Got to go, got to move. And if I forget to pack a cooler, then I'm stuck at the mercy of a gas station.
Right.
And my band, everybody's built like my finger except me, so I can't get away with, 2 chili dogs for breakfast like everybody else can.
And truly, people can for a little while, but it does catch up to you because it catches up in your performance, how you feel the next day, fatigue, a lot of the things that we've talked about. So people may think that they can get away with it, but later on, it will catch up. So it's great that you're actually already having this. You have a lot of the challenges that come with having a lot of back issues, as well as just being on the road and living on the road.
Absolutely.
Before we finish though, I want you to actually talk about an amazing album called Dandelion that just came out.
Yeah, it's like the greatest thing that's ever been recorded.
Woo! I love this. Yay!
Thank you. Yeah, this is our brand new record. Of course, after you check out Wendy Joe's amazing website, her books, and everything else, while you're cooking, you should get my record, Dandelion, and put it on in the background. It makes all the food taste better.
It does.
Or if you don't like it, it'll get the food back up.
You'll love it. I absolutely love it. I've
Thank
been
you
a
very
huge
much.
fan of Bart Crow's music for a very long time. You can actually Google him on my site and find all kinds of information about the Bart Crow Band, bartcrowband.com.
Bart Crow Music.
bartcrowmusic.com. And it's at Bart Crow, which is his Twitter.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can also find his album on Amazon and iTunes.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you
Good.
for saying all that.
Yeah. So thanks again for tuning in. I hope you guys toast up some green smoothies. And if you actually are ended up going in for surgery, take some of these tips and use them to help boost your health as well. Thanks, y'all.